Hello everyone, welcome to Cooking with Mo and Deb. It's Fabulous Friday Freezer Meal Day. Yes, these microphones are ready to be thrown out the window. They're not working again. But let me tell you how we did this freezer meal today. It's called Dad's Meatloaf, and I'm going to put it into an aluminum pan. So I'm not using Ziploc bags today. We have an aluminum pan to work with, and then we're going to cover it with foil, and we'll put our recipe with it and store it in the freezer until we're ready to make it. But here's how to make it. In your bowl, you're going to add 1 pound of ground beef, lean ground beef, and 1 pound of lean ground turkey. And to that, you're going to add a few things, starting with 1 cup of breadcrumbs. I had Italian breadcrumbs, so that's what I'm using, but you can use plain breadcrumbs. You're going to use 2 eggs, and then you're going to need 1 cup of chopped or diced onions and 1 cup of, actually I think that's a half a cup of diced bell pepper. Then a few more things to add are some garlic powder. I didn't have powder. I'm using a garlic seasoning here, but it calls for garlic powder. We have a dash of, well, this is Worcestershire sauce first. And there's the Tabasco. It's a dash of Tabasco. You could put a couple of dashes in that if you like. Then 1/4 of a cup of barbecue sauce, whatever kind of barbecue sauce that you have on hand. And if for some reason you didn't have barbecue sauce, try using ketchup. That works too. Then you've got salt and pepper to add. Okay, that's all your ingredients. Mo is going to fold up that recipe so that we can see the name of the recipe on inside of the plastic bag that I'm putting it in. Also, you cook this meatloaf at 375 for 1 hour. And if you want to put ketchup on it, take it out after about 35-40 minutes and put ketchup on it and put it back into the oven till it finishes cooking. Suggested sides for this dish were mashed potatoes, green beans. I think that's what I make to go with meatloaf every time I make a meatloaf. But fold up your recipe and put it inside a plastic bag. And after you have mixed up your meatloaf really good, you're going to put it into an aluminum pan. This makes a good bit, so if you wanted to divide that into 2 meatloaves, you could. Just depends on how many people you are feeding. In fact, before the night was over, I took half of it out and put it into another pan and gave the other pan to Mo. So now she's going to wrap it good. We wrapped it up a couple of times with that aluminum foil. Just cover it really good. We covered it like that, and then she took another piece and wrapped it all the way around the rest of the meatloaf. Remember to put your date that you make your freezer meal onto your recipe. You don't want to leave it in the freezer for more than about 3 months. And when you're ready to make it, you want to have the cooking instructions right there with you. Have a happy Friday.